Make way for the master.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor produced by a bargain sportswear brand.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor produced.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting. You don't like it? Everything's still cool here. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep safe. Everything's still cool.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. 57.
In the cabin, you see a
Hi again, gendarme. Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee?
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility, as though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see. I guess you will. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't believe... Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Yes? What is it? That was pretty good, Harry.
Huh, that was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I... Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She actually did.
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Always a pleasure to see an officer. Officer.
The door is
Who is it?
tired, controlled.
This is the police.
Come on up. The door is open.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
I don't know, Lieutenant Freighter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably...
Nice.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it hurt to look in?
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever... It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from...
Thank you for that, officers.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57.
This does not come as good news to him.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
I can see that. It suits you.
Miss, we are investigating the murder.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through...
Clausier,
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her act.
Right, sir. Vredefort. Republic of Oran. A bad memory, officer.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued... They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and...
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Sooner or later, everyone does. I'm 28. Something stupid.
Want to hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer. His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, he's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
No. More stupid. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
It's the world's most tired Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very simple.
I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondu.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
It's also why I hid it.
Why else?
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home, the kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry, this has nothing to do with your investigation. I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect. Phew.
Playfully. She doesn't seem to be overly distressed. Or distressed at all, really.
Okie dokie. The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been...
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings... I'm wintering.
How long have you...
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
She looks at you and nods.
Okay. Yes, you're just one room away.
Good, yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered. She looks around.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake? Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean...
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted.
You get the feeling she might be.
We partied. A lot of partying.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
Yes. We made balloon animals, drank lemonade, inflated a bouncy castle.
Yeah, I love that too. We frosted.
I would like it to have been that way, but
How was it?
we drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out, with longing.
When was this?
a month ago? Something like that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about it. I don't know.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Oh yes. I've had a great view. From the roof.
A bitter cringe. It hurts.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the...
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slip.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're over drinks. It's been a little.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not a...
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will see through deceits. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that lie. Nothing. Just time passing. Don't. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Why not? Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Just like the last time. Light brown eye. Don't worry. We will see. You are advised. The strange moment.
Officer, it's a fine day.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops believe it. There's no way of knowing. At the moment, all of bullshit, man. I ain't, especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised. No fucking way, man. I just want to drag. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under glory, truth, softness. Protect her. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's, she likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. How it always does, through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it. Yes, Mr. Thespian here has been singing piano. She is a lady, most fair. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ harp. That is correct. And omissions too. A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be. Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually... She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken. She exhales a little.
God, no.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. So you said to her, what did you mean by it? She seemed forthcoming to me. Unusually so. Being forthcoming with some things is a good way to obscure other things. But I wouldn't call myself compromised. I am not easily swayed by young women. But on the other hand, the best liars are candid. And she was candid.
The lieutenant seems oddly sure he is not compromised. Not psychologically, at least.
Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back soon enough.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1.
This is good. He likes it.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than... This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to...
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor. Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic. A little.
Feels like a lot. too much to play it again.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a moustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the play. Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced. Go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word sap, an avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The Jolly Goats are suddenly a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goat. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they... The amount of focus it takes to predict when a ball goat is in striking range is staggering. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
If you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. It killed itself to spite you. There goes nothing, Fingerboy. Cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away?